Okay, so seventh grade, we are going to work on a design for a snowflake. And in your sketchbook, I would like you to do a drawing, just a quick drawing. It doesn't have to have a lot of detail in it. Snowflakes have 6 points to them, so we want to make sure that we get those points drawn in, and we want to try to make sure that they are roughly about the same size. So this is a little bit challenging to do, but we don't want to have this end super small and then the next one super wide, or our pattern will not work out very well. All right. So from the line design, what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to start adding to your area. Now I would start in the center and kind of work your way out. So I have this one here that I've started working on, and I kept it kind of simple. You know, I divided some of these areas in half. I tried to make maybe the same measurement in some spots, so this little point here is hopefully about the same spot. You can freehand stuff, so I went in with some curved edges, all right? And I also used my ruler from straight edges. So we've got some organic shapes here where we've got some circles on the ends. And I'm going to keep it kind of simple in the beginning here. Now in class, what we're doing is we're going to get a piece of scratch art paper, and we're going to draw our design on here, and we're going to scratch it off. For you guys that are at home, a black piece of paper and a white colored pencil will work just great. All right. So I've got my sketch off to the side, and I'm going to start working on the scratch art paper. So I went and made my lines with pencil first. I definitely used my ruler first, and again, I want these measurements to be about the same. I can already tell you on mine, this one's a little bit bigger than this one. You know, with scratch art, once we get a line down, sometimes it's hard to get rid of it. So we want to make sure that we've planned it out pretty good. And then once that's in there, I would still work with pencil. All right. I started going off of my sketch in the beginning here to start adding in my unique designs. I still measured it out, tried to get, you know, roughly the same spaces in here. I started to add some details. You can freehand with the scratch art tool, or your colored pencil, or use that ruler to help guide you to get those nice straight lines. All right, and then you're just going to keep adding from there. So the more unique details that we can get in, you know, the nicer it's going to look. I've been working on mine for a little bit now as far as the scratch art goes, and so I still have a long way to go. But I went in and I started adding a little bit of white. We don't want it to just be plain lines in there, so it'd be nice to show a little bit of value as we go, and adding that little white in there with the darks seems to help. And I have a lot of lines and some solid pieces, so I'm just going to kind of build off of that and see where it takes me. So not a very big piece. When you are at home working with, if you've got some black construction paper, then it's really only about 4 inches by 5.5 inches, somewhere around there is what we're getting in class. So it's not a very big snowflake. And honestly, we are only working on this for 1 class period. So next week we are going to start some Valentine's stuff, but this is just kind of a one and done deal. So the sketch in your sketchbook should be quick, and then that way you can start working on your black construction paper, or like these guys in class are going to start working with scratch art. So good luck. Email me if you got questions, and I'll see you guys next week.